let's carry on. So yeah, I went out today as well. I've had a decent day out. I went to the supermarket. It was still busy, like still a queue, which is weird. It's like, why are we still queuing up? You know, there's no shortage. There was enough stuff on the shelf. Now there were still some gaps. Pasta and rice are still missing. Bread flour still missing. But for the most part, everything was there. Just like, chill the fuck out, people. Calm down. We're fine. We've had to get Australian brands of toilet paper, but we've got toilet paper, don't worry. You just have to stand on your head when you use it, that's all. Refuse to believe the accusations against my precious sunshine boy. Yep. That's it. It's looking likely that he might have hired an assassin. And we believe the assassin might well be his butler. So, that's going to be fun. We'll see how that goes. Amber, hello. How are you today? Good to see you. How's things over there? Are you all happy and healthy still? How's the move going? You know, I know you were in the middle of all of that, planning a move for work kind of stuff, right? How's that going? But yeah, like I said, I went out to the supermarket. I got my parents their groceries, took them to their house. My dad's laptop apparently isn't working properly either. He can't get it to connect to his Wi-Fi. And I can't go in to fix it. I had that experience a couple of days ago of sitting on the phone with him and saying, right, bottom left-hand corner of the screen, you see the icon that looks like the Windows logo with the little boxes? Yes. Click that. Yes. Now, directly above it, you've got the power button. And he's like, no, I don't. I'm like, what do you mean you don't? Do you have a circle with a line in it? Nope. It's brought up something else. I'm like, what is it? Explain it. It says there's this window that's popped out. I'm like, yes. It said it's got Firefox on it and news and all that. I'm like thinking, okay, that's the Metro Start window. Yes. Like, and directly above it, you don't see a power option? Nope. Not along the bottom? Nope. And there will be, you're just not seeing it. So yeah, I said to him, right, here's what you're going to do. You're going to wipe that laptop down completely. I'm going to bring your groceries on Tuesday, leave it outside, I'll call you when I'm there, and then, you know, we'll do a swap over with groceries, and I'll take your laptop and bring it to my house. Today was a day at City Hall, but other than that, moving has been okay. It's taking forever to sort everything, though. Oof, yeah. Yeah, I still got that to look forward to in my future with moving to Canada, hopefully one day soon, but yes, that will happen. Yeah, the laptop's a bit of a project now. I've got it in my living room, and I'm going to work on it here, and then when I take it back to him, I'm going to wipe it all down. I bought some disinfectant wipes. Whether or not it scars the plastic on the laptop, I don't care. You know, neither does my dad. I'm going to wipe it down, get rid of it, and handle it with gloves from that point on, put it in a bag, take it back to him. It's going to be no different than me leaving groceries that I've handled, basically, you know. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I went there, got that done, and then, yeah, came home, and I've been here ever since. I made breakfast finally, stuffed my face with porridge, and I've just had a peanut butter sandwich. And I have a cup of tea. And all is right with the world again. Hello, Louise. How are you? Dad's just the same with technology, like, you know, I know, yeah, well, I mean, it's an age thing as well, and not to be awkward about it, lots of older people can pretty quickly pick up tech and get on with it. It depends what they've been subjected to in life and what their aptitudes are. My dad's more mechanical than digital. You give him something engineering related, he's fine with it. That's his background. Computers, he's looking for an engineering solution to a software problem, and it doesn't work. So I'm going to test it later, see if I can get it to connect to my Wi-Fi. If I can, then it's a problem with his. And it's something I would have been able to quickly figure out had I been allowed to go in the house. But it's not smart to do that right now with my mum's breathing problems. Anyway, hey, video game. Let's get back to it. Also, guys, on my Instagram and on my Discord as well in the creative channel, you can see yesterday's map, the final product. So go have a look at those. Do !Instagram. You'll get the link. Go have a look. It's there. It was fun. And my pencils just shipped like 5 minutes before I went live. My colouring pencils. Yes, they're going to be here tomorrow. I got an email from DPD. They'll deliver tomorrow by no later than 11 AM. Yes! So I can start practicing with those on my days off. Haha! Excellent. Alright. back to this. Looks like we're in the victim's room. We found a camera in the eye of the big bear that would have been perfect to record the footage, and it may have been set up by the assassin as proof of his accomplishment, and it was set to broadcast the footage somewhere. So we've figured that out, and now Gumshoe's gone off to go and figure out where that went. So that's just to catch everybody up where we're at right now. We're on day 2 of the trial soon, which we got an extension of life for Maya because we were doing well. So yeah. Right, it's past 9 PM already, isn't it? I wonder if Mr. Edgeworth has already found Mystic Maya. Oh, that's right, Edgeworth put together a blooming rescue team for her as well. He's like, dude, I've got the crack commando team ready to go. They're out there, they're gonna get her back. And I'm like, where from? You don't know where the fuck she is yet. So, yeah. But yeah, I forgot about that. He's got a team of people looking for her. He's got his SAS commandos or whatever the heck they are. These things take time. I'd say probably not. The police are professionals, Pearls. They'll find her, so don't you worry. Their professionalism, by the way, their quota of professionalism, went up several degrees when Gumshoe was fired from the force. Their average professionalism just went, ooh, ooh. We're slightly better now. Oh, I'm joking. He's a decent guy. And if we can win a not guilty verdict tomorrow, then everything will be okay. You're right. And then she suddenly looks all scared again. So what are we doing back here then? Let's have a look at the evidence that we've got so far. We've got the picture card. That belongs to the assassin. We know that Mystic Maya's got one at her end. But they don't know that. We just know that. That was the photo, the knife, blah blah blah. There's nothing new. Anybody new? Oh god, yeah, Stitchface, the butler. John Doe, age unknown. The butler of the on-guard mansion. For some reason, I get the feeling we've met before. Really? Oh right, okay, yeah, because he was the guy who came to Maya. So he does have an inkling. How would you forget somebody like that? He does have an inkling that this was the guy who came up dressed as a hotel serving waiter. You know, like, excuse me, Ms. Maya, there's a phone call for you at reception. And off she went. Let's talk to her about... Still so many things... Alright, okay, she doesn't have any clue. Alright. So, what have we got here? Wow, there are a lot of bears. Alarm clock ones, collector's edition, stuffed teddies, plastic models. It's pretty overwhelming. Is there any kind of bear he doesn't have? It's almost unbearable. Oh god. Okay, the bad jokes are starting. I'm here and using a Bluetooth earpiece. Nice. Looking all professional. Even a few in the trash can. Yeah, I get the feeling maybe the guy didn't really like bears. Poor teddies. Oh god. It's hard to bear with all these problems. Growl. Oh god, go away. I don't want to see you again. We finished your case. Sod off, clown. Yeah, Mo. Oh. I don't think I want to bear with the trauma the last case caused me. Shut up. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? Nothing, just a bad flashback. So, I don't know if there's a reason we need to even be here now. We've pretty much... Wow, it's really getting late, isn't it, Mr. Nick? Yep, it's past 9 PM already. But we still have some things to prepare for tomorrow's trial. There's still the matter of this secret Mr. Corridor held about Mr. Ongard. That's right, we found out that Adrian Andrews was helping him pretend to be the Nickel Samurai, to pose as him at a press conference to reveal a secret, and this was his ultimate revenge against him for beating him in the Superhero Grand Prix and winning the prize. And it's like, oh, so high school. But, yeah. He knows some dirt. Miss Andrews' real intentions. These are two things I must know tonight. But aren't visiting hours over at the detention center? I'm sure we'll think of something, Pearls. Don't you worry. Leave the thinking to the grown-up. Oh god, it's old bag again. And there she goes. Hey, wait! What is it, whippersnappers? All I know is nothing has anything good. Nothing that has anything to do with you is ever good. Like just now, I was handed this strange device for who knows what reason. And I was told to use it to search the whole hotel. Oh god. That's the bug sweeper, isn't it? The one that Gumshoe made. I don't know, and frankly I don't care. But the request came from Edgy Poo, so... Edgeworth? And he said... So Gumshoe went to Edgeworth with this. Interesting. If you feel angry, direct your anger at that unsophisticated lawyer. Sure, Edgeworth said that. But I'm going to feel free to direct all my anger towards you. Ugh, gee, thanks a bundle, Edgeworth. What a pal you are. He probably never said anything of the sort. He probably just said, don't cause any trouble, and she heard that. This is absolutely top secret. You had better keep it to yourselves. I heard they found a spy camera hidden in one of the presents. Very interesting. They found it, did they? Yeah. I'm sure it was, you know. It was to catch a poor one in the middle of a scandalous meeting. Scandalous? What's that? Never mind. Well, no, shh, don't tell her. It means, well, you know, that gossip that's been going around about my dear Juan. Oh, you mean that thing about Miss Andrews? But I'm sure she must have had a reason for getting close to Mr. Corridor. Scandalous. Let me turn my volume down, it's a bit loud. I'll let you in on another secret, young'un. I know who planted the spy camera. It was that obnoxious puffy-haired photographer girl. The nerve of some people. Naylor! Thank you very much for the bitties. How are you today? Deepers, hi. Ms. A got cleared for murder? Yes, I think. I can't remember how it got left off. She's definitely up shit creek for evidence tampering. But it turns out she maybe didn't do it. And that's because of that card that she was constantly playing with. And she just said, oh, I don't know, it's nervous habit. I picked this up in Juan's room. And it's like, oh, that's a calling card from a bloody assassin. So Edgeworth saw it and recognized it, and he was like, are you freaking kidding me? So that kind of proves that the assassin did it, but they don't have proof yet. You doing good? Awesome, dude. Glad to hear it, and thank you again for the bits. Spying on people by herself. As if I wouldn't want to see it for myself too. Wow. The alien actually admitted her true intentions for a change. I don't know what you're thinking exactly, but I can bet that it's nothing good. But I didn't say anything. So you want to know about Juan and that manager, right? Actually, I hear it, as I hear it, they were something of a refreshing pair, those two. Oh? I tell you, Juan really welcomed that manager with open arms, I heard. That manager? Who are you talking about? You don't know? That manager woman Juan had. It's a shame she killed herself, though. Oh, you're talking about Celeste Impacts, Miss Andrews' mentor, right? Yes, that one. That Celeste girl. She was supposed to get married, you know. Married? You mean to Mr. Corridor? Really, you young kids today don't know anything, do you? That girl Celeste killed herself 3 days after their marriage announcement. Well, that doesn't make any goddamn sense. Come on. The heck is up with that? 3 days after their marriage announcement? What in the... Tell me more. Why would Miss Impacts want to kill herself? She was going to get married. Well, that's because she was thrown away, you see, by Juan. Oh. Interesting. They were going to get married, right? They promised each other, right? Oh, bless her. Poor little pearls. Welcome to the real world. It sucks out here. They held a grand announcement session, but 3 days later, one suddenly cancelled their marriage. Is that true? It was in the weekly magazines. Yeah. Okay. But why did he do that? That was not in the magazines, unfortunately. I see. That night after Juan called off the wedding, the manager, Celeste, killed herself. How terrible. There's probably a grain of truth in this. Usually some of the gossip rag stuff that's popped up in this has been a complete bunk, but this, there's probably truth to it. I wonder what happened between those two. What if I present to her Celeste? Doesn't have anything to say. No, we don't want to know your measurements. Okay. Oh. He doesn't recognize the butler. And I guess we've already talked her ear off about Miss Andrews. Interesting. Right. Well, in that case, back to the lobby. Why would she be willingly to give out measurements? I know, well, she's just weird. One thing we've discovered about Ms. Oldbag is she is very weird. She ain't normal. On that night, there must have been at least a few hundred people here. I guess the police are done with the questioning and investigations. Looks like things here in the lobby have finally calmed down. Okay. Is there anything different? Anything I should be noticing? It's the stage where they were going to use for the post-ceremony stage show. After the show, there was supposed to be a press conference, but at that press conference, it was really the victim, Juan Corridor, trying to disclose something about Mr. Ongard. But they're both heroes. Why would they do something so unheroic? Yep. Why? They may look like heroes on the outside, but on the inside they're only human. They're flawed like the rest of us. Again, welcome to the real world, Pearls. It sucks. These cameras belong to the press that come to the conference. They're basically doing the same thing, staring at an empty stage. Why would the press now, like a day later, still have left all their expensive cameras just sitting here like this? You'd think that they would have been cleared to be removed by now. The cops would have said, yeah, you're alright. Lobby with a grand staircase always feels enormous. When the murder happened, it was a buzz with police running back and forth, but now since things have quietened down, it actually feels more eerie than before. Let's go to criminal affairs. We've got to try something to get into the detention centre and speak to probably Ms. Andrews about this secret. And about the camera. See if she knows anything. It feels sort of tense in here, doesn't it, Mr. Nick? Yeah, it does. I wonder if something happened. You're Mr. Ongard's lawyer, right? Yes, sir. Well, we finally found just the person we've been looking for. A real decisive witness. A decisive witness? You mean for Ongard's case? We're taking the witness's statement right now. Gotta hand it to Mr. Edgeworth. What's Edgeworth up to now? Who's this witness? I think you know this person quite well, Mr. Lawyer. Mr. Nick? Between the kidnapper's demands and now this, I can't see any way to win here. Oh yeah, Mr. Edgeworth wanted me to tell you something. He did? Even though the visiting hours are long over at the detention centre, he wanted me to grant you special permission, so there you go. Edgeworth being a bro. I've already called them so they know. Go on, go talk to your heart's content. Thank you very much. This is such good news, Mr. Nick. Go talk to your heart's content? Sounds like the police are pretty sure they have tomorrow's trial in the bag. Well, you don't, because I'm the ace attorney here. And you're a guy that made that weird little blue badger plushie. Big difference. Who are we going to speak to? Right, Ms. Andrews. Yeah, because we haven't spoken to her since the trial. I'm sure they must have transferred Ms. Andrews here by now, so that means that both Mr. Ongard and Ms. Andrews are in the detention center. Oh my god. She gets shanked in the showers or something. And he'll be sat there like, ooh, that was a shame. I don't understand why that happened. Whose story do we want to hear? Oh god, am I only going to be allowed to have one? It did say talk to your heart's content, so we should be able to speak to both. Let's speak to Adrian Andrews. I should have saved as well, you're absolutely right. Ah, bugger, whatever. Okay, save it here, whatever. I live with my choices today. Well, that one anyway. Future choices I may not. We can see both? Awesome, good stuff. Oh, it's you. I'm sorry to be visiting at such a late hour, but there are a few questions I absolutely have to ask you tonight. Me? I thought your client was Matt. I'm sure Ms. Andrews knows something. She can't be clueless about the secret Mr. Corridor held on Mr. Ongard. I mean, she probably told it to him. Let's chat. I'd like to ask you about Matt Ongard, if you don't mind. Mr. Wright, you still don't know, do you? The real him, I mean. You seem to bear a lot of resentment towards Mr. Ongard. If that's the case, why did you become his manager? What if Ongard cheated with one's wife? Oh, maybe. Maybe that's some of the puzzle, yeah. He took suicide because one was going to abandon her. Yeah, probably. You never know. I mean, they weren't husband and wife yet. They were just engaged, but yeah, I get what you mean. Why would you become intimate with his rival? That has nothing to do with this case. Nothing. Rubbish. About Ms. Celeste Impacts. I finally put her death behind me, and now, thanks to you, it's all come back to the surface. I'm sorry. Yes, I was shocked by her suicide, and it's true that when I heard the rumour that Juan was the one who had hidden her suicide note, I began to draw close to him. I wanted to get her suicide note back and burn it. You wanted to burn it, but why? I didn't want it to spread just like another piece of gossip. But I never held any murderous intent towards Juan. I would never do something so stupid. And yet you don't seem to question why, you know, he hid the note. That would be my biggest thing, is like, well, what is he hiding? He was probably, maybe the suicide note made mention of the whole why the wedding was called off, and that's why he hid it, because it would damn him maybe in the public's eye. The suicide note, I wonder what it said. Why did you try to frame Mr. Ongard? That's simple, because he's the killer, that's why. Isn't it the duty of every good citizen to inform the police? Yes. It said poo-poo? What? I missed that. Where did it say that? But there had to be another way. Would it matter if he hid it or she burned it? Maybe. I mean, that's the thing, we don't know, because we don't know what's in it. I'd love to know. The police are excellent at doing their jobs, so they'd figure it out, right? Yes, they're good. So good that they couldn't figure out the real truth behind Celeste's death. And Miss Andrews... Well, I know you're not the type of person to do something without a reason, so please tell me why you did what you did. Revenge. Huh? Did you say something just now? Oh. There's a lock. He's not telling the truth about this one. Oh, that emote is really cute, yeah. I like it. Don't you understand yet? You're not my lawyer, to be honest. You're more like my enemy. But you're making Pearl sad. I'm sure I just heard Ms. Andrews say revenge. Let's talk to her about this. It was near Juan's dead body. I noticed it when I went to fill the glass, and when I realized that Juan was dead, I completely panicked. That's when I must have unconsciously picked this card up and put it into my pocket. As for why, I simply don't know. You know, there was only one thought running through my mind at the time. With this, I can finally expose Matt's true nature to the world. His true nature? I wonder why she's saying that, but not telling me what his true nature is. If it were me, I think I'd be happy to finally get that kind of thing off my chest. Yeah. It's because she probably doubts it herself. We know that she's got huge dependency issues, right? She needs somebody who's strong that she can follow. That's been the thing about her. That's why when she heard about Celeste's death, she tried to commit suicide herself because she felt like she had no guidance in life anymore. And she doesn't like Matt because he's so weak that he just listens to what everyone tells him. He's a complete follower, a sheep. So I think she doesn't like him for that. But she's not sure that's really a damning thing, otherwise she'd say it. Can we talk about this? I don't care what the reason was. It's unforgivable that he hid Celeste's suicide note. You don't have any proof that she left a suicide note behind, right? Celeste, she always believed there was a right way and a wrong way to do things. She would have left a note, I wholly believe that. Unless she was murdered, and then not so much. Stop it! I don't want to remember the hopelessness and the despair I felt back then. Hurry up and put that away, Mr. Nick. Now I'm going to rub it in her face some more. I'm so sorry. No, okay, she doesn't care about the autopsy report. What else? The button? Gonna be AFK now, time for dinner, no problem. Enjoy dinner. When I was pouring that last glass of juice, I honestly had no idea that Juan was dead. I really am a terrible woman, aren't I? One moment I'm thinking of looking after him, and the next I'm stabbing him in the chest with a knife. So there was a nickel samurai costume inside of this, correct? Yes, there was. I even personally carried it there from the studio. I always thought it was such a childish thing to dress up and wear a costume like that, but I never thought that I would wind up using it myself that night. It appears to me that rumour was started by Juan himself, Mr. Corridor, but I'm Matt's manager, remember? I think he wanted to embarrass Matt through his relationship with me. Well, that's kind of scummy. That really is kind of scummy. But didn't Mr. Corridor like you? There weren't any feelings of love between us. For me, it was about getting Celeste's suicide note. For him, it was about wounding Matt's pride. That's all it was. That's some dysfunctional shit right there. And Pearls is like, but fairy tales and fantasy, and that's just... Oh, she's in shock. She sees just how cruel the world can really be. Welcome to the world. That's it, it's happy love time, exactly. What about Lotta's bag? Doesn't want to talk about that. I was the one who organised the whole press conference. One wanted to deal the most damage possible to Matt's career, and that's why he was killed. It's quite a simple story of cause and effect, yes? Not really, no. Okay. Why wouldn't she want to talk about the butler? She would know him. Celeste was my mentor. She was a strong woman. She wouldn't kill herself over an old trifling matter. So, you have some ideas of why she killed herself? Yes, I suppose. Okay. She sees herself as a trifling matter. Old bag. Oh, Matt. Ms. Andrews. That things have come to this. I have nothing left to say about that man. Not one word. And one? He's a very prideful man, or well, rather was. He absolutely had to compete with Matt in everything, no matter what it was. He really was such an idiot. Ow. It's Andrews. Well, I guess maybe all stars are like that. Some of the managers too. Never giving any thought to other people's feelings. He doesn't want to talk about Lotta. Will? That's Mr. Will Powers. He's an actor contracted with Global Studios. He's a very nice man, a man with a good heart, but that's all he is and ever will be. You say that like it's a bad thing. Society doesn't care about genuinely nice people, Mr. Wright. What about Edgeworth? No? Okay. Ah! Von Karma and the bullshit she fed you? No? What about pearls? No? You don't even know Maya, so no. Okay, other than busting open the Magatama thing, she said she was after revenge on Matt, but we have no idea why yet. None whatsoever. Why frame him revenge? She must blame him for something, so yeah. Yeah, we need to get more info. I don't think we have anything at all we can point to break this open yet. But I will have a quick look. You can always back out without choosing something. So I will have a quick look and see what it says. Let's see how it leads us. Like, what path does it lead us down? Take that. Gaze into the Magatama. When you want to do your job and your siblings are doing a tick-tock near you, oh dear. Why frame him? Can you please tell me why you framed Mr. Ongard for murder? I've already told you countless times it's because I thought Matt was the killer. No, that's not it. I know you have a personal reason to dislike Mr. Ongard. Ms. Andrews, you may think I didn't hear it, but I know you said something earlier. You said revenge. So you were saying I was taking my revenge out on Matt, and that's why? What an absurd idea. I don't have anything I want to take revenge for. Ms. Andrews, a woman who lives by being dependent on other people. There is something or someone in her past that would make her take revenge. Okay. Someone in her past. Well, the only person we know in her past is Celeste Impax, and her death. Celeste? There's only one catalyst that could cause such strong feelings and even revenge, and that's Ms. Impax's suicide. What are you trying to say? Celeste was Juan's manager. And your mentor? On top of that, the one who hid her suicide note was also Juan. What does all this have to do with Matt? You tell me. You're right, you haven't mentioned him yet. But for you to hate Mr. Ongard, it would mean that he must have had some relation to Miss Impax and her suicide. Okay, yeah, we don't have the reason for this. Can you explain to me this relation between Matt, Celeste and Matt? Yeah, we don't have that, do we? I don't think I have enough evidence yet. We probably need to speak to Matt first. Hold it! Take that. Objection. Overruled. Sustained. Where are we? What are we doing? Why are we here? I think the defendant is guilty. Okay. Let's move out. Move back in. And we'll pick Matt. Here he is. Dude, it's Mr. Wright. I hope you can get me off the hook tomorrow. I'm counting on you. I hope so too. Okay, Freya's having a moment to herself. Edgeworth just dropped a bombshell on me by saying that one corridor was killed by an assassin, and that the assassin's client is this doofus, Matt On Guard. What's wrong? Mr. On Guard, there's something I must know with 100% certainty. You seem kind of different. You're totally not like your usual lawyer dude self. Can we go to Matt's mansion? Not anymore now. We've been once and it didn't let us go back. Alright. About the press conference. You mean the one where one was going to dress up as the Nickel Samurai? Yeah. How does he know that? Did we tell him this already? I don't think we did. But then again, he would have been at court during the trial, you know, so he would have overheard it then. Yeah, I heard a little more about it from Ms. Andrews. It looked like somehow one had in his hands a secret so powerful it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed. Could you please fill me in on what this secret is, please? Oh, god damn! Oh, he's locked down tight. Holy goodness. I knew this was coming. Mr. Nick, don't tell me... Psyche locks. You said a secret, right? But I don't have any idea what it is. Do you, dude? How about Juan and Adrian? Did you know about Mr. Corridor and Ms. Andrews' relationship? Well, it's all over the tabloids, dude. But I don't know any of the details, if that's what you mean. Look, how many times do I have to tell you I don't care what one did with his life? And Ms. Andrews? She had a purpose in mind when she started seeing Mr. Corridor. Her mentor was Mr. Corridor's former manager, and Ms. Andrews was going to get Ms. Celeste Impact's suicide note from him. Celeste? Does that jog a memory? Dude, I suddenly got totally hungry. You up for a pizza? My treat. They don't deliver. Not here. Mr. Nick, what's a pizza? Is it a kind of pea like green peas? No, nothing of the sort. It's better. Your life will be better when you have one. Let's go eat one later, okay? I know that poor kid. It's like, oh, so sheltered. Ah, I got cut off by the pizza dude at the shop. It's too bad. Well, how about we get our minds off this topic and talk about something else, okay? No, how about we don't? Mr. On Guard, are you connected to Ms. Impact's suicide in some way? Man. Okay, let's present stuff to him and see what jogs the old noodle. Kinda scared to show him this card. What's wrong, dude? Oh, so about this picture card. Have you ever seen this before? Nope, never saw it before in my life, dude. I don't think he's lying, or is he? Then again, he looked like he gasped just now. Maybe I'm seeing things? That Adrian, I never thought she'd go this far to frame me for the crime. I mean, what does she have against me, dude? I don't get it. That's something I'd like to know too. Do you have any ideas at all, even the slightest clue? Huh? What, me? Don't be silly, Mr. Lawyer Dude. How am I supposed to know something like that? Okay, it's all the same. Bond's autopsy report. Could you please take a look at this? I know it may not seem important to you. Well, if it's not important, then I'd rather be in bed. Are you gonna order a bed now? If I don't get my 12 hours of beauty sleep, my skin's gonna wrinkle up like a prune, dude. 12 hours? Oh. You know, he's right, Mr. Nick. Your skin kind of drying up here and there. I swear, after this case is over, I'm going to get lots and lots of sleep. Hey, Sam. How's it going, friend? Still on the mend? About this? Mr. Nick, you can't, huh? Miss Andrews said she doesn't want anyone to know about that. Yes, thank you, I remember. What's that? Oh, this? Nothing. Nothing really. I need to post this later. Sorry. That's right, I forgot. Mr. On Guard? Dude, I know I asked you to be my lawyer and all, but I don't think I have to tell you anything and everything. Well, it would hurt your chances if you don't. What do you mean by that? It just means I don't have to tell you anything and everything, dude. He does know about Celeste. Very clearly he knows. He was a bit of a talentless hack when he was alive. Whoa! Savage! But who knew he could play dead so well? Wouldn't you agree? Well, that's because he really is dead. And quite pitifully indeed, yes. You know, I don't want to be your lawyer anymore. Also, guys, I've just realised something. Let's see if I can fix it. Did that fix it? Yes. Okay. Okay, so for some reason the chat was still showing up and staying up. Fixed. Should auto-disappear now. Could you please take a look at this? I don't know if it may seem important, blah 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 blah. No, the chat's still there. It's because for the creative stream yesterday, I just wanted to leave the chat up because it was tucked in a corner out of the way of the game. But I like it to vanish after a few seconds. Guitar case. His signature item was a guitar. I mean, dude, what kind of ninja carries a guitar? A jamming ninja, dude. Come on. I'm not sure someone who would know that. Dude, it's such a kid thing to do. I mean, just my opinion and all. You have a big metal arm. Shut up. Isn't your show a kid's show too? Walter's camera, he doesn't care about that. We're just going to show him everything and make sure that there's nothing we're missing. Apart from that. Press conference ticket. That one. Posing as someone else and trying to hold a press conference. And the person who set it all up was Adrian, wasn't it? That's what I heard. From her, she told us. I can't believe... Why would she do such a thing, dude? That was a quick switch around, like, I can't believe... Oh, why would she do that? No. Alright. People. Your butler. About this person. He's your butler, Mr. Doe, right? We met him at your mansion. Oh, yes, that's right. He's a pretty cool dude who can do lots of things. He takes real good care of me. Pearl, damn it, you should not feed him information. If he'd have said anything other than a butler... Ooh. Ah, girl. Celeste? Mr. On Guard? Dude, I know I asked you about... Okay, so that I don't need to tell you anything and everything again. Interesting. So until we break those psyche locks, he probably won't talk to us about any of these people. What about Adrian? I don't get it. Why would she want to frame me? I mean, I've never done anything to her, dude. Mr. On Guard sounds pretty sincere and he seems trustworthy. So I have to find out what Miss Andrews' real intentions are. No. I think we've already spoken to her about everything, him about everything else. Let's try these again, though. Yep, I'm such a handsome devil. Yeah. And I'm way good at sports, karate, tennis, judo, soccer, football, hockey, fencing. Dude, it's no wonder I'm so popular. Yeah. You're also good at sitting in a jail cell, Mr. Popular. It's true, we debuted at the same time, so that's why people were always comparing us, but I totally don't care what people were saying, because he wasn't even a close dude. I mean, I won every contest we ever had, hands down. What about Will? I've seen him somewhere before. Is he a member of my fan club? That's Mr. Powers. He's supposed to be kind of like a mentor to you. Powers? Oh yeah, he's the guy on that kid's exercise program. I gave him an autograph just the other day. Yeah. Edgeworth. No? Okay. And how are we going to break these psyche locks? Let's have a battle royale in the chat. Best of luck to you all. May the odds be ever in your favour, and so on and so forth. We will definitely. I mean, unless we've got it already and we just, again, do that whole track through, you know, see what it leads us into. Like the first one with Adrian. The way that it phrases it kind of leads you towards an item that you might have, and if you have it, use it. If you don't, then you don't. Let's see what this secret of yours is. What if Mr. Corridor had been successful in his plan? What if he would disclosed? I told you before, dude, I don't know. I don't know anything about one, okay? Look, Mr. Wright, I can keep on saying it until I'm blue in the face, but I totally didn't pay one any attention the whole time that night. I mean, come on. I was in the middle of a nap. Don't lie to me. Huh? I know you paid close attention to Mr. Corridor, especially on that night. Did he plant the bug? Might have planted the bug, but we don't have it. Hey, Sam won the Battle Royale. Excellent. Well done, dude. We don't have the bug sweeper either. I think we need to figure that out. It's gonna be the bug. If we had the bug, we could point to it and say, yeah. Maybe we need to go elsewhere then now. Now that we've done this, there might be other options elsewhere. What about our office? Gumshoe might be waiting. It doesn't look like Mr. Scruffy Detective is here. Well, he's out there with that camera asking around at all the electronics stores. Then I'll make some salad for him for dinner. Looks like Pearls really appreciates what Gumshoe is doing for us. Mr. Nick? Yes? Where's the lettuce? The what? I don't think I've ever brought lettuce before. Huh? Oh, I guess I have to give up on making a salad, then. Guess the lack of lettuce is kind of a problem. I mean, you do kind of need it, yeah. Was the command spin or roll? For what? Right, let's talk to her. So the real person who killed Mr. Corridor was that assassin, Mr. Shelley the Killer, right? And the card Ms. Andrews found at the crime scene seems to be proof of that. But if that's the case, then a new question comes to mind. Oh, slots. It's the, this one. You have to put a number at the end as well, how many you want to bet. It's slot, and then space, and then a number. Who was the one that hired the killer to begin with? Who is his client? You mean, who asked for the murder? That person didn't want to dirty their own hands in blood, but whoever this client is, they're still a killer. Who could have hired the assassin? Do you think it was Miss Andrews? I wonder. If she was the client, then why go through the effort to stab the knife into the corpse herself and frame him, yeah? She could have just had the assassin do all the evidence planting. That all makes no sense, and she wouldn't have then removed the calling card. Unless she's trying to dick over the assassin as well. But if Miss Andrews wasn't the client, then no, it can't be Matt Ungard himself. If Mr. Ungard really did hire the assassin, then he's not innocent at all. Far from it. He would still be guilty of the crime. But it can't be Mr. Ungard, right? I mean, when we first talked with him, yeah, specifically. I'd like to ask you one more question. Did you kill Mr. Juan Corridor? It's very specific. Alright, just so we're clear, dude. I didn't kill anyone, and that includes Juan Corridor. Okay. He didn't kill anyone. Wow, good job on the win there. And we didn't see any psyche locks that time. But he didn't kill him, but we didn't say, did you hire someone to kill him? Actually, that reminds me. Did you remember something, Mr. Nick? Yeah, something Ms. Andrews said at the trial today. She said something interesting. What is this interesting thing? Oh, that's right. You didn't hear it, did you, Pearls? That's, yeah, because Mia was in her body at the time, which sounds weird, I know. Just go with it. One had bet everything on the Jammin' Ninja this year. And if he lost the Grand Prix, he was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. That's what he thought, anyway. It looked like somehow one had in his hands a secret so powerful it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed. Mr. Ungard's secret. What is the secret? I don't know yet. But for now, let's think about it this way. Mr. Corridor was going to reveal this secret. That means Mr. Ungard had plenty of motive to have Mr. Corridor silenced. Provided he knew about it. Which means we have to meet with Mr. Ungard. There's no way around it now. He would have needed to know this was something he was planning to do ages in advance to be able to arrange an assassin to come and kill him. It's not like he would have said, I won, and then realised, oh no, he might disclose a secret about me. I should probably just have him killed. It seems very like last minute, slapdash, haphazard, etc. That's it, you went away and you came back to 200. Nicely done. Is there anyone else around? Is there anyone else around I want to actually talk to? Oh, we can go back to his apartment, his mansion. It's added it back to us. Nice. Looks like no one is around. What happened to the person with the stuffed teddy face? Oh my god. Yeah. Or more like, you know, the bear from Danganronpa. But anyway. Oh, she must mean the butler with the stitches in his face. Shoo! Meow, kitty! Oh, there you are. I guess you're still awake, huh, Shoo? Meow. Hee, come on, let's play. I wonder if that butler, Mr. Doe, is already asleep or not, and just left the front door open, you know. He's probably not the butler. I mean, the fact that Pearls had to answer that he was the butler. Kinda suspicious. Oh, there's a giant cooking hearth. Oh, that's right, yeah. She doesn't know what a fireplace is. I remember these. We've already seen all this. And then there's the bike hanging from the roof. A giant bicycle. It's a motorbike. We know that the room that Maya's in, from her experience that we saw earlier, there was a cat flap on it. So she's right behind that door. Or at least she's another door away from that door anyway. There's a small door at the bottom of this bigger door, Mr. Nick. That's for Mr. Onguard's cat to use. Oh, you mean Shu? The door, it's locked tight. Well, I guess that's to keep nosy people like me from entering it. There's the evil magistrate, the steel samurai, and the pink princess up above the thing. Yep. Already know about those. There's this other door. Last time we inspected this, that's when the butler showed up. You shouldn't go wandering around there, Mr. Nick. Yes, pearls. Maybe not. Okay, so there's nothing to do here. Oh, Mr. Wright, please, you have to help me. Now, oh, Mr. Powers. Hello. What happened? Are you here? Oh God, is he the decisive witness? You see, I got roped into this somehow. What? And now I'm going to testify at tomorrow's trial. But the decisive witness is Mr. Powers. What the hell would he have seen? He was with us most of the time. He's no more a witness than we are. I was talking with a detective until a little while ago. I was on my way home when all of a sudden, you there, you're under arrest, and I was brought back here. Oh? They said my face and whole self in general looked suspicious or something. Oh, this guy's got it so rough just because he looks, you know, like a bear that's walking around in a human skin. Well, I guess I can see how they thought you looked suspicious. I'm just a normal guy on exercise shows for kids. Is that a crime? I mean, no. Against your career maybe, but no. So about the testimony you're giving, what are you going to talk about? I really don't know yet, but it sounds like I saw something pretty important from what they tell me. Well, what have you just told them? They would have been asking you about that. What, are they playing guessing games? You saw something important? What was it? Ah, well, the detective told me not to talk about it. You can't tell anyone, and especially not that lawyer, he said. Who do you think is that lawyer the detective was talking about? Yeah. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say it's me. Yeah, you got it. He's been in the suit for 2 days now. He has, hasn't he? Yeah. Oh, he's gonna be stinky. Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya and myself are only 2 allies in this whole world. But it's alright. Ow. I don't really have a lot of friends, do I? This is going to do a lot of damage to Matt, you know, because he's got that refreshing like a spring breeze image going. But what is he really like? Well, let's see. Matt's always been kind of a player with women. You don't say. He would never really turn a pretty face away, if you know what I mean. He'd always say, "It's just a game," to justify himself. What? How horrible, that's unforgivable. Ow, sorry, didn't mean to offend you, but you know. He said once that there's only one person in the world who won't swoon over me. One person who wouldn't swoon over him? His manager, you know, Ms. Adrian Andrews. Why is Mr. Powers suddenly looking kind of energetic? Oh, you see, I'm actually a sucker for gossip. I mean, celebrities and their worlds have this dazzling sort of image, right? A dazzling sort of image, but aren't you part of that dazzle, Mr. Powers? No, I'm more of a hairy, sweaty, smelly, brutish kind of guy, you see. But it's okay, really. I get to hear plenty of gossip about lots of other stars around me as things happen. Well, that's true. Oh, hey, so did you hear about this yet? About Miss Andrews' mentor and her suicide? I mean, Miss Impax? We heard something about how her wedding was cancelled. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I thought about it a little the other day, about that mysterious death. Hey, Mr. Wright. Why don't you ask me about that? Go on, go ahead. So charged up, his skin is practically glowing. It reminds you of Logan. Yeah, he's got a Hugh Jackman look. Hey, so have you heard this? Celeste left a suicide note. They say one went and hid it. Yep, we heard about that in court today. There wasn't any actual proof that she'd left a note. Well, this is what I think. I think that something bad was written on the note. Something bad for one, that is. Yes, obviously. Something bad for Mr. Corridor. Why do you figure so? Well, before she died, Celeste talked with a few of her friends, and she said it looks like I got caught up with a truly insidious man. A truly insidious man. Did she mean Mr. Corridor by that? Well, there's no one else that fits the bill, right? And that would be reason enough for him to hide the suicide note. I see. Well, that's some good info. Thank you. You're welcome. They're both at the detention center right now. There are still things I don't understand or know, I'm sure. I have to get two of them to tell me everything. Mr. Nick, your phone! Hey, that's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? I don't like the sound of this ringtone right now. It sounds kind of ominous. Yeah, I know. Hello? We're in trouble now, pal. I'll be back at the office real soon. What's wrong? Something really unexpected just happened. Mr. Edgeworth, oh god, Edgeworth. Anyway, hurry up and get back to the office, pal. I don't know what's going on anymore. It's no good. The end, Beep. Okay. Hello? He got cut off. What's going on, Mr. Nick? Gumshoe said we need to go back to the office right away. Edgeworth's been shot in the shoulder now, probably. Then we should hurry back. I'm scared to go back. What are you talking about, Mr. Nick? Pull yourself together. Maybe it'll be good news. Somehow I doubt that. But before we go, I want to talk to him. So anyway, here's a little... Everyone gets shot in the shoulder. Yeah, that's it. Just, you know, guard those shoulders, guys. Here's a little big brain moment then. So, in my opinion, Celeste Impacts left a suicide note after saying to her friends she got caught up with an insidious man, and everybody thinks that's Juan Corridor, and that Juan Corridor hid that suicide note because it contains some incriminating information about him. Yet, at the day of the murder, he was going to pretend to be Matt Ongard, dress up as the Nickel Samurai, and go out on stage and reveal something, to confess something. This was his contingency if he failed to beat Matt Ongard in the Grand Prix for superheroes. So, here's what I think. I think that suicide note had incriminating information about Matt Ongard on it, not Juan Corridor. And I think he took it to use it at the right time, and the suicide note is what it was going to reveal. And that the reason Celeste Impacts committed suicide isn't because Juan Corridor was breaking off their relationship. Maybe partially to do with that, but whatever it was, you know that Matt was involved somehow. That's what's going to happen here. She may have had an affair with him, you know, cheated on Juan, that's why he broke it off with her suddenly, and she maybe blamed Matt for that and wrote some incriminating information in the suicide note. Adrian probably knows a thing or two about that. And the reason she wanted the note is to burn it, to stop it from coming out, but maybe she didn't realise that Juan Corridor was going to actually present the contents of that note as damning evidence against Matt to ruin his career. That's what I think is going on now. Yeah. Alright, let's present these to him though. He debuted around the same time as Matt in Everything You Know. Really? It started out small. First it was singing contests, then swimming competitions, then it was bowling tournaments, then it was who could throw the best New Year's parties. One was always trying to one-up Matt, but lately those two were escalating to more and more dangerous things. That's a weird way of putting it. I thought that no good would come of it all, so I began to worry. Too bad one story ended so soon. Matt's younger than me? No. But you can practically see his star potential. His star potential? I got his autograph the other day. Feels kind of wrong now, doesn't it? I don't care what people say. Matt didn't kill one. I know he didn't. Hey, that's Ms. Andrews. She's Matt's manager. Actually, I was interested in her for a little bit. Just a little. So Mr. Powers likes this type of woman. What do you know about Ms. Andrews? Well, see, here's the thing. I don't really know her, you know. If you're interested, I can give you a little bit of the details. He's happy. It looks like a lion that just found his next meal. I know we've seen all these before, but I want to just make sure there's no new dialogue injected into them. That's one's former manager, right? Celeste Impax. She was with the Global Studios for a while back then, but something happened and she ended up moving over to Worldwide Studios. Some things, as in... well, there's no one left around who knows the details, you know? Only rumors are left now. Interesting. So maybe she got involved with Matt. Maybe she got involved with Matt before she got involved with One. She got involved with One when she moved to Worldwide Studios, because he was employed there. Matt was at Global Studios. But if she used to be at Global Studios, that might be when her and Matt got together. And then maybe they broke up. And, you know, when she went, her and One got together, but there could have been a ghost of the old relationship that came back to haunt them and broke them up again. So yeah. Interesting. Alright, he doesn't know anything about that. Can't believe Ms. Andrews tried to frame Matt. Those two have such a strange relationship with each other, don't they? Looks like Mr. Powers is just as in the dark about things as I am. I guess I don't have a choice other than to go talk to the two of them myself. Alright, well, I don't think we're going to get anything new out of him. Oh, I don't want to hear any of them. Let's bring her back in anyway. And let's go back to the office first. Bye, sorry, my mistake. Back to your cell. You really got to pee, but you don't want to miss anything. If you can hold it for another 45 minutes, we'll be going on a break soon. What took you so long, pal? Mr. Edgeworth couldn't stick around forever and had to go. Well, what happened? We got him. We know who bought the spy camera. I'm gonna run quickly? No problem. Eh? This quickly? And this bear, what gave them away? Well, the bear's what gave them away, pal. That's right. Edgeworth was like, don't bother tracking the camera and finding out who bought that. You can get those in most electronics shops. The bear, on the other hand, is a rare, handmade thing, imported from another country. Somebody will have paid duty on it when they imported it, that kind of stuff. So yeah, we can track that. The bear. I figured it out, pal. I figured that we should have been looking into the bear instead of the camera. Yeah, sure you did. Edgeworth told us about it after he ran off to go look into the camera. Shh, Pearls. And, go on. There's only one person who bought one of those bears who's related to this crime. Who is it? Miss Oldbag. No, probably not. I would love it though. Who would be so rude as to spy on another person in their room? Matt on guard. L-O. Huh? Matt on guard, your client. That's who, pal. And here I thought things couldn't get any worse. Are you sure you heard right? That the person who bought this bear was I heard it from the department store clerk, pal. This is the credit card receipt for the purchase. It's for $3,800, pal. That's the exact match to the price of the stuffed bear. A receipt? That's all you have? Nah, it's not just the receipt, pal. The store clerk said so himself. He told me, I'm sure I sold the bear to Mr. Matt Ongard. I mean, the clerk even got Mr. Ongard's autograph out of it, pal, so I'm sure the person that bought the stuffed bear was Mr. Ongard himself. Oh dear. Welcome back. My sight is failing me. This cannot be. So we got a credit card. Proof that Ongard bought the stuffed bear identical to one in the evidence. Matt's big bear for his big pee-pee. Oh god. So what about the spy camera? Ah, that was a dead end, pal. I mean, you can get this kind of thing from anywhere. But for now, I guess I can give it back to you to file into evidence. This is going to be how we crack the lock on Matt. Got the camera back and the receipt for the bear. We can put them together and say, look, you did this. I know you don't want to give up, pal. Never thought, I didn't think it was possible. That what, you would eventually have to defend someone who really is guilty? The person who put the spy camera in one corridor's room was Matt Ongard. Why? Why would Mr. Ongard do something like this? I bet it was to catch Ms. Andrews and Mr. Corridor in one of their rendezvous. I bet is not good enough for me. I have to know the absolute truth behind this camera. Are you going to see him, Mr. Ongard, I mean? Yes. There wasn't glass in the way I'd strangle him. I'm scared, Mr. Nick. I wonder what we'll find out next. I'm scared myself, but we have to put on a good face, Pearls. Welcome back. Matt Ongard, what in the world have you done? Alright, can we present some stuff to him now and talk to him about it? Let's talk to him about the camera again. That Ongard, what was he thinking? You mean setting the spy camera up in the victim's room? Yeah, and it was recording at the time of the murder too, pal. Don't you find that just a tad suspicious? It doesn't sound like a coincidence to me. Ah, I mean, don't mind me. I didn't mean it that way, pal. What way did you mean it? Here's the thing, Matt may have bought the stuffed bear. There was, what was it about the bears again? Isn't it something that one corridor didn't like all these bears because it's a reference to a part of his career that everybody thinks is cool, but he doesn't, something like that. Yeah, the big bear belonged to Ongard, the one with the camera in it. And I wonder if maybe Matt Ongard knew this and bought him the bear as a joke. Made sure to buy the biggest bear because they're always one-upping each other, you know? Like, well, if you must have more of everything than this, here, have the biggest bear I can find. But his butler could very well have put the camera in it before delivering it himself. There's a possibility. That Ongard, what was he thinking? Blah 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 blah. And this is the transmitter. Oh, so we got that back as well. Changes the footage taken by the spy camera into radio waves and transmits the data. What was he thinking? Etc. etc. And the receipt. Could you please take a look at this? Can't think of anything to say. Okay. Oh yeah, do you know about this card? Card? Edgeworth for some reason went pale the instant he saw this card. Hey, I know what this is, pal. You do? No matter what way you look at it, I'd say it's a picture of a shell. I remember this now. We've already had that, but it's still priceless. That's it. Oh yeah, that's right. Mr. Edgeworth really likes those cooked snails things. What are they called again? Escargot or something like that. Mr. Nick, I think we just solved the mystery of why Mr. Edgeworth's face turned pale, right? No. He has no clue. Not a Scooby-Doo. Do you know this guy? No? Okay. Okay, it's brought me straight to him. You're working really late, you know. It's already past 10 PM, dude. I think it's time you told me the truth. Relax. Don't you know that ignorance is bliss? But if you really want to know, let's talk. Down, Freya. Alright. Save. And let me try just presenting stuff to him first. See what he says. Take a look at this. Well, if it's not important, he'd rather be in bed. Okay. We're not going to get a reaction out of him by just dumping this on the table, right? Nope. Alright. He don't care. So we're going to have to present the Magatama to him again. I will break you. Alright, let's hear the secret of yours. What if Mr. Corridor had been successful in his plan? What if he would have disclosed? I told you before, dude. I don't know, blah blah blah. Mr. Wright, I can keep saying till I'm blue in the face, but I totally didn't pay one any attention the whole time that night. No, we haven't solved her lock yet either. We need another piece of information. We need some evidence to show that she's trying to take revenge for Celeste. But we don't have anything yet. I think we need to break Matt's locks before we break hers, and that'll be the final piece of the puzzle. I totally didn't pay one any attention that night. I mean, come on, I was in the middle of a nap. Don't lie to me. I know you paid close attention to Mr. Corridor, especially on that night. It's going to be the camera. Now that we've got the camera back from Gumshoe, someone used this camera to secretly film Mr. Corridor's room the night of the murder. Secretly film? Why? And then sent the images the camera took with this transmitter. Wow, but dude, where was this camera you're talking about hidden? In the bear's eye. The spy camera was hidden in this bear's eye. The bear that was supposed to be a present from a fan. Huh. I guess one had a few of those kinds of fans too, huh, dude? Actually, I wouldn't say this bear was a present from a fan. You sure, dude? Who else could it be from? The person who gave the bear to Mr. Corridor was... Old Bag, no, you! Mr. On Guard, don't you know this bear from somewhere? I don't think I've ever met the bear before, dude. Oh, but he says, he knows you. How could you forget such a great friend? What else did the bear tell you? He says the one who put the camera in his eye was you, Mr. On Guard. Revered Red Mage, thank you so much for that new follow. Welcome to the channel. Glad you're enjoying the show. He says the one who put the bear was you. If I didn't know how you work in court, I'd think it was. I would think I was in some serious trouble. Come on, this is all a joke, right, dude? You're just pulling my leg. Looks like you're not ready to give up your secret yet. Well, do you have any proof you want to show me first? Here's the proof that it was you who put the camera inside the bear. The receipt for the credit card. Yours. I have here one credit card receipt, Mr. On Guard, from when you bought the stuffed bear. Dude, all you can tell from that is that I spent $3,800. I go to that department store all the time, okay? So you did buy it. Why would you even say that? Like, well, you've just literally proven that was you. This $3,800 could be the toothbrush I bought that one time. Bullshit. A $3,800 toothbrush. It's ivory, and it's got elephant hair for bristles. Ew. Ew. Ugh. Also, I think both of those things would be illegal, but okay. That does sound nasty. Yuck. Elephant hair? Is that what rich people use nowadays? I don't want to know where on the elephant the hair came from. Anyway, the store clerk clearly remembers you and your purchase. After all, you even gave him an autograph, didn't you? Dude, you should have said that earlier. No, you should stop lying. So, can I ask you one thing? Yes. You're my lawyer, right, dude? Yes. So, if you are, then why are you looking into stuff like that? Because if I don't know the truth, I can't help you. Sounds more like stupid lawyer talk to me. Hey, let's stop talking about this, okay? Yeah, that's it. We both just don't want to know. We'll leave it unsaid. I haven't asked you why you set the camera up yet. And what your secret is. Of course, it would be strictly confidential. So, what are you going to do now? I'm going to find out what I want to know because I must. The reason you hid the camera in Mr. Corridor's room and filmed in secret is... This isn't very leading. It's gonna act. Oh, damn, I pressed the wrong button. Shit.